Hi guys, welcome to this session in Microsoft Word. In this module, I want to show you how to use indents. On the screen, I've got some paragraphs and I'm in the first paragraph. There's my cursor there. I want to put an indent on that paragraph, and here's how you can do it. In the paragraph group on the ribbon, you have increase and decrease indent icons here, these little arrows. So if I want to increase the indent, I'll just click that one to the right, and then it will move across to the right. On the ruler, if you've got the ruler activated, which you should have, and if you haven't, go to View and tick Ruler On. It will stay on once you've done that. If we go back to Home, the indent, you can see, jumps across on the ruler 1.27 centimeters. In the US, that would be half an inch. If I click it again, it will do the same. It'll jump across another 1.27 centimeters as I keep clicking it. If I want to go back, I can do that. If I want to see where it is on the document, if I click this bottom rectangle and hold it, it gives a line down the page showing you the indent. I'm just going to take that one back one more, so it's just got the simple indent. Now if I come into the second paragraph, you'll notice that I don't need to highlight the paragraphs. It just applies to the paragraph I'm in. However, if I wanted it for multiple paragraphs, I would have to highlight them. Let's have a look at a key command. The key command to do that is Control M, mic. If I do that again, Control M, and then to bring it back would be Control Shift M, and again M, Control Shift M. You have to be careful with that key command. I don't like using it myself because it's very close to the N, and Control N is a new document, and that will happen. I'm just going to do Control W to close that window, back to this document. So just be careful about the key command. Now another way you can do it, I'm in the second paragraph still, is use this icon. If I point to the rectangle part and click and hold, it shows me the line, but I can actually drag that to 2 centimeters, say, or 3 centimeters, and the whole paragraph is moving. If I put my mouse to the top triangle, I can pick that up. That's the first line. So the first line of this indent is now moving across. If I get the rectangle again, what's going to happen is I'm going to move the whole thing, but it's maintaining that gap. If I put that on the margin line, I've got a first line indent, but the whole paragraph, the body of the paragraph is on the margin. If I grab that top triangle and push it the other way, I can put that first line into the margin, like so. And if I pull it back together, I can just join it all back to one. Now on the right hand side, you've got the right indent where you can actually do that over there as well. So I could pull this one in for that paragraph, and I could pull that one in for that paragraph. So I'm basically creating a bit of text in the middle of the page. And if I go and do alignment justified, that will make it nice and neat down both sides like that. It's totally up to you whether you want to do that. Key command to clear indents is Control and Q, which is what I've just done there, and that reset the paragraph. So it resets the paragraph, got rid of the indents. Now if I come down to the next paragraph, a longer way of doing all of this would be to go into the paragraph block in there, and you come into paragraph dialog box where you've got the indentation bit in the middle, and you can see you've got left and right. You can actually set a measurement there rather than just using the default measurements. But over on the right, you've got this first line. When you click first line, it does the default measurement of 1.27. You've also got this hanging indent, which I'm going to put on for this demo. That's also 1.27. What is a hanging indent? Let's have a look. Click OK to that. So you can see the paragraph now. The first line, look at the ruler, the first line is on the margin. The body is in 1.27 centimeters. I'm just going to do Control Q to get rid of that. The key command to do a hanging indent is Control T. To knock it off with the key command is Control Shift and T. Now you're probably never going to do that yourself. Where the hanging indent comes in is when you do a numbered list or a bullet list. If I click on the numbered list, you can see straight away that has created a hanging indent because the number is there. The body of the text is on that. And I can do this. I can pick that up and put that on the margin line. So now the number is in the margin. And quite a lot of people like to do that. Doing Control Q to get rid of that. And again, to clear that off. Okay, now if I get myself a blank document, so Control N, quite often people use tabs or spacebar to get their text across to this right hand side where they should be using an indent. So if I pick this indent marker up and put it across, say to 11 centimeters, I can always adjust it if it's too far across. When you type on that icon there, if I just type my address, what will happen is when I press enter, unlike a tab, that will stay there. So a tab would shoot across back over to the left margin. This stays there. So let's say I live at 1 Red Road. I don't. And I live in Leeds. And that is in West Yorkshire. And then I press enter. I'm not going to bother with the postcode. Once I've finished, I can just do Control Q, puts the indent back over to the left hand side, and then you can type dear wherever, sir, madam, and then type your letter. And the good news is if you decide to edit this in any way, so if I wanted to put some more text there, press enter there, it doesn't shoot across to the left. I could put something there. Wibsy is not in Leeds, I know, before anybody says. But you can edit this and it just stays there. It's wrapping round on that indent marker there. If you did tabs or spacebar, that would all go all over the place. So indents is what you should use if you can to get text over onto the right hand side. So that's all I want to talk about in this little session, how you can use indents and how you should use indents. So hopefully that was of use. Thank you for your time and I'll catch you in the next one.